By the way, if you're a woman and you're dating a man who is nice and respectful and treats you well, but still deep down you're feeling like that's not your person and it's not feeling like how you thought it was supposed to feel like and you don't want to spend every day of the rest of your life with them, not illegal to break up with them.
Yikes. Well, I mean, that pretty much sums up dating as a man in 2026. You can do all the right things, say everything, you say all the right stuff, bend your back over for your girl, wife, whatever, and we'll just simply say it's not illegal to break up with the nice man. But imagine if the roles were reversed. You know what I mean? Like, say I'm, a man, single guy on the internet, have a great wife. Say she cooks, cleans, whatever. And I just boastfully make a video and go, you guys, even though she does everything I ask for, she does my laundry, cooks for me, whatever the case may be. It's okay. It's not illegal if I want to leave her on the side, leave her to the curb. Fellas, am I right? You know how much hate mail I would receive and get doxxed and stuff. These type of videos crack me up. But welcome everyone. This is Into the Gray. Pretty much, calling out double standards with logic, fairness, and a little bit of humor. But I don't want to keep yapping too much. First episode, so I appreciate you guys, you know, hanging out with me, and let's see what else she has to say because this is crazy.
Not fun, not easy, but not illegal to break up with a man because he's nice, right? And I'm saying this because every single week for years, I get variations of the same message from women that write into me saying, like, I have a perfect boyfriend.
And first off, who's writing into you? Because it don't even sound like you even know what a good relationship is. So if you're friends with whoever this person is, avoid it like the plague because they're just going to lead you down to the path of destruction. I'm not really sure why anyone's consulting with her for advice, but it just, seemed like they just want the thrill, whether it's Tyrone, Chad, you name it. 10, 15 years down the road, they're going to be asking where are all the good men. You've seen dozens of those videos. So let's see what else you got to say.
He's so amazing, but I'm still feeling like something's off and like, am I just overthinking? Is there something wrong with me? If you're feeling like that, he's not perfect for you. He's going to be perfect for somebody else.
First off, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. No matter what, there's always going to be ups and downs. And it clearly shows here that you are not capable of picking a suitable partner. So fellas, avoid, like I said, this type of people. Stay as far away as possible that you can because they'll never be happy. They'll always be chasing an excitement, dopamine. So yeah, avoid them.
But he's not perfect just because he's nice. And like in theory, the dating pool would be better where women would get to date many nice men and then decide between those nice men who they're compatible with and who they actually have chemistry with. But like, just because you don't like a nice man does not mean you want to be treated like shit and you're not obligated to stay with them because they're nice, right? Because a man is not like sitting up at night, not able to sleep, nauseous, overthinking, like Googling relationship OCD when they have to break up with a nice woman.
Crazy. Okay, so this is nuts because it's definitely one-sided when it comes to who's doing the dumping or divorcing. Like you're making it sound like it's equal sides where guys are like, you know what, I'm gonna leave her because I have 30 different women I can choose from. Maybe for the upper echelon of type of guys or the Chads, but for the most part, guys are not just like, she's too nice. The way she was folding the laundry yesterday, I got the ick. Like guys ain't doing that. So it's just crazy how delusional some of these people are and finding anything they can to just flat out say we're not happy no matter what. Yeah, this was a cool relationship. He treated me nice, but I need, the toxicity. And then, 20 years from now, then I'll just say all dudes are trash because I didn't appreciate the nice guys when I had one. But continue.
For the most part, I'm saying, for the most part, men are not doing that. But women feel so guilty that they psych themselves out and they think that they're like, women do mental gymnastics to make themselves like a man so that he doesn't get upset. And I'm just saying, I want everyone to free those nice men so they can go meet other nice women. And then you can go meet a nice man that you actually have chemistry with. I want everyone to be free. Love you.
Okay. Well, again, there you have it. That pretty much sums up, modern dating and the mindset with a lot of, thanks to social media and, other outlets were just influenced thinking that there's just an infinite influx of, dudes that eventually, that clock is going to tick and you're not going to have, this plethora of men to choose from where, oh, he's too nice. So even though he made X amount of money. I need, the bad boy, the Chad. And so it's fellas. Now I don't know about, where you guys stand and, what you believe in, but, I'm a Christian and, one of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And the reason why that's, such a powerful scripture is because just because you're born a woman doesn't automatically make you a good wife. That's why it's very important, who you choose to eventually spend the rest of your life with. Because just because they, again, born female and they have, the female organs, doesn't just, well, I knight you since you have XX chromosomes, you are now knighted to be perfect wife. No, fellas, I'm telling you, it is vital that you choose the correct and you vet out whoever that you are seriously interested in, because just like this woman earlier in the video said, it's not illegal to break up with a nice guy because it's so easy. They're not as invested. For us as dudes, man, we have to be in shape. Obviously we can't change our height. A lot of them prefer 6 feet or taller. But yeah, you have to be in shape, make X amount of money, savings, whatever. And you're the one courting, you're the one starting the conversations. For the most part, women show up to the dates. They don't have to, like, obviously, we're visual creatures, us as men. You want them to, they're focused, we're focused more on, how they look. Visually to us, but we're the ones who have to protect, provide, all that. And so to just like, you know what, he was too nice, I'm out of here. They're not as invested as we are. That's why it's crucial that you don't just, oh, hey, she's pretty, so I don't care about her character. I don't care who she is. You know, I don't care about her body count. None of that all matters. Okay, don't let the world deceive you. Don't let. So again, he who finds a good, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Okay, not everyone out there, especially today, 2026, just because you have XX chromosomes, you are not automatically a wife. So again, make sure that you are cautious and you vet out as much as you can, because being a wife is more than just a title. It describes the character and commitment someone is bringing into the marriage. And unfortunately, today, a lot of the women are concerned more of the wedding than the marriage. They want, to show off and impress their friends, make them jealous, you name it. But then when it comes to actually being a wife and, serving your husband, obviously you as a man need to be protecting, providing. We all know what it takes to be, the head of the household, the man. But um, but you have to make sure she's in it for the long run. There's going to be times where maybe finances get a little too tight, or someone gets sick, whatever. Like, it's easy to just like, you know what, you were a nice guy, or it was a good run while it lasted, but so and so at work is giving me attention, so I'm out of here. So again, I do feel bad for a lot of the men in today's society who have to deal with this. And only thing you can do is just be the best version of yourself, and whoever didn't give you a chance, be the best version of yourself, trust in God, and again, avoid these type of women like the plague. And I say that to say that they're not all like this, and I can speak from experience. You just have to weed out. Just like there's some scumbag dudes that you want to avoid if you're a woman, men, you need to avoid these types as best as you can. and run far away as possible. But if you agree, disagree, or think I missed something, please let me know in the comments. And just remember, apply the same standard to everyone. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next episode, and thanks for watching. Take care.